What if I told you there exists an aircraft so massive, so powerful, that when it takes to the skies, it shakes the very ground beneath your feet? A flying giant, older than many of us, yet still dominating the skies with its sheer size and unique engineering. This is the Antonov An-22, the world's largest turboprop aircraft. You're about to discover the story behind this Soviet-built monster, a machine that not only dwarfs many modern cargo planes, but also has a history so fascinating that once you start watching, you won't be able to stop. So buckle up, because what you're about to learn will leave you stunned. The Antonov An-22, nicknamed Antei after the mythical giant Antei, is a marvel of aviation engineering that first took to the skies in 1965. This aircraft was designed by the Antonov Design Bureau in the Soviet Union, specifically for heavy airlift missions that no other aircraft could perform at the time. At an incredible length of over 57 meters, 187 feet, and a wingspan of 64 meters, 211 feet, the An-22 holds the title of the largest turboprop-powered aircraft in the world, a record it still holds to this day. For our US viewers, imagine this. It's bigger than the legendary Lockheed C-5 Galaxy in certain dimensions, and yet uses propellers instead of jet engines. A design choice that was both bold and revolutionary for its era. Powering this Titan are four massive Kuznetsov NK-12MA turboprop engines, each driving contra-rotating propellers, meaning each engine has two sets of blades spinning in opposite directions. These engines are the most powerful turboprops ever built, each producing roughly 15,000 horsepower. Combined, that's 60,000 horsepower, enough to lift battle tanks, armored personnel carriers, and even helicopters into the air. For comparison, the famous Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, used widely by the US Air Force, has jet engines producing tremendous thrust, but the An-22 achieves similar heavy lift capabilities with propellers, giving it a unique ability to operate from rough and unpaved runways. The An-22 was built during the height of the Cold War, when the Soviet Union wanted an aircraft that could rapidly transport massive amounts of military equipment anywhere in the world. Its mission profile was clear: move heavy loads quickly, land on short, unprepared airstrips, and do so reliably under extreme weather conditions. That's why you'll often see this aircraft in action on snow-covered runways in Siberia, dusty strips in Central Asia, and even delivering humanitarian aid to disaster zones. US aviation enthusiasts might find it surprising that despite being over 5 decades old, the An-22 remains operational in certain roles today, a true testament to its robust engineering. The cargo hold of the Antonov An-22 is nothing short of jaw-dropping. It's over 33 meters long, 4.4 meters wide, and 4.4 meters high, capable of carrying more than 80,000 kilograms, about 176,000 pounds of cargo. That's more than enough to fit an entire CH-47 Chinook helicopter or multiple armored vehicles. The floor is reinforced to handle the heaviest military loads, and the rear loading ramp allows for roll-on, roll-off loading of vehicles. Imagine standing inside this cavernous space. It feels less like the inside of a plane and more like the inside of a small warehouse. But the An-22's impressive capabilities don't end with cargo capacity. This aircraft can take off from runways as short as 2,500 meters, about 8,200 feet, even when fully loaded. Thanks to its high-lift wing design and the incredible thrust of those NK-12 engines, it can operate from dirt, grass, and snow-covered strips where many jet-powered heavy lifters simply can't go. For military planners, this meant the An-22 could deliver vital equipment directly to forward operating bases without relying on established airports. That flexibility is something US forces value in their own cargo fleet, and it's one of the reasons the An-22 remains such a strategic asset in terms of performance. The An-22 has a maximum speed of around 740 kilometers per hour, 460 miles per hour, and a range of up to 5,000 kilometers, 3,100 miles, with maximum payload. For lighter loads, it can fly even farther, making it capable of intercontinental missions without refueling. The aircraft's unique propeller system, with each blade over 6 meters, 20 feet, long, not only delivers immense thrust but also gives the An-22 its distinctive, thunderous sound. A deep, resonating roar that can be heard miles away. Pilots often describe flying the An-22 as both challenging and rewarding. The cockpit is filled with analog instruments, a reminder of its 1960s heritage, yet the aircraft handles remarkably well for its size. The high-mounted wings give it excellent lift, and the massive tail ensures stability during low-speed operations. Crew coordination is essential. It typically requires a team of 6 to operate: 2 pilots, a navigator, a flight engineer, and 2 loadmasters to manage the cargo bay and ensure proper weight distribution. One of the An-22's most dramatic roles has been in humanitarian missions. Throughout its service life, it has delivered food, medical supplies, and emergency shelters to disaster-stricken regions, often landing in places where no other aircraft could. For example, during major floods, earthquakes, and conflict zones, the An-22 has been a lifeline, literally bringing hope from the skies. Even today, in the era of modern jets like the C-17 and Airbus A400M, the An-22's unique combination of size, range, and unpaved runway capability keeps it relevant. Now, for those watching, if you want to see rare archival footage of this giant in action, including scenes that have never been shown before, check the link in the description. It's a treasure trove for aviation lovers. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, because we're bringing you the most incredible aviation content from around the world, and your support helps us keep going. The Antonov An-22 also set several world records in its early years, including payload-to-altitude achievements that stunned Western observers. During air shows in Europe, this Soviet giant drew massive crowds, not only because of its size but also because of its unconventional choice of propulsion. Many Western engineers at the time believed that turboprops were unsuitable for such large aircraft, but the An-22 proved them wrong, operating efficiently over long distances and from rugged airstrips. In fact, its fuel efficiency at certain altitudes and speeds outperformed some comparable jet-powered transports. When it comes to sheer presence, the Antonov An-22 is unmatched. Standing next to it, you feel the weight of aviation history, a reminder of an era when engineers pushed boundaries not just with computer simulations, but with bold, real-world experiments. For the US audience familiar with the C-130 Hercules or C-17 Globemaster, think of the An-22 as their massive, propeller-driven cousin, built for the same purpose of moving heavy loads, but with a Soviet twist on design and execution. Even today, seeing an An-22 taxi out to the runway is an event. Its propellers spin up with a low rumble, the engines howl, and as it accelerates, you can feel the air vibrate. Then, almost impossibly, this 250-ton machine lifts gracefully into the sky, its enormous wings carrying it upward until it disappears into the clouds.